It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Indianapolis. It's the Chargers and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Bean. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bean. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
A little juke, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bean. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want to do.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Things now a little bit different after throwing the interception on the last drive and giving up the field goal. They're working from...
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on second down. Bean. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Oh, what a move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 44 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're saying.
And we'll see if that continues. Rolling to his right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. On the handoff, Taylor. He juked him. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 95 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bean. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
This is Taylor. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He hasn't had his best day. Final shot before break. Bean. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Well, they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points. And
touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home with the Colts. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
73 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at this.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now we give to Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 36 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their best.
And the Colts coming out now. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Bean. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Illegal short pass.
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down. Bean. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bean. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's become.
The Colts are champions of the AFC as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.